Привет. Let me tell you about Indika. Who is she, you ask? Well, she's a nun. A rather plain one, if you ask me. She prays a lot, works hard. Really hard. On top of that, she's obedient and humble. Goodness, she even finds some time to chat with, what do you call it? Chot. Than a convent. The heroine of this story, if it were up to her, would have preferred to stay within its walls. However, destiny had something different in store for her. Open it.
Слезай.
Open it. Open it. Open it. Open it. How did that happen? First, you got pushed out of your house, and then out of the monastery. And if, by chance, you were to kill someone and go to jail, sooner or later you'd get pushed out of there as well. So where now? Huh? So many options.
Hey. Are you all right? I'm sorry, can I take a look, please?
There's nothing to look at. You better give me an injection.
Oh my god. I'm afraid this'll have to... If we don't amputate it, you won't survive the afternoon.
Our prison doctor, he told me the same thing. Word for word. But that was over a week ago.
And he didn't do anything?
Sadly, the only surgical equipment he had was a rusty wash basin.
Very funny.
All right. Don't worry. It should be like that. Only like that. I'm also talking to God.
To God. Great. You need to get up if you don't want to lose something else to frostbite.
Whoa.
What do you mean you talk to God?
What? Oh, my arm. You've seen my arm, yes? It's been a week. Or more.
I doubt it. And what does God have to do with this?
Well, let me explain. Ever since that night, every event, it all happened as I was told it would. I'm certain I was the only one who left that train alive. It's all going according to plan. Every fucking step is God's plan, do you understand?
So taking me hostage was God's plan?
I know what you're thinking. But remember the gospel. The father who gave his money to the prodigal son, not to the beloved one, the good one, but to the bandit. He who had been murdering and stealing but came back. He came back. Do you understand? I think the Lord is happier to see one repentant sinner than, well, 100,000 righteous people. I don't know. They don't even need repentance. Do you hear me? You know, he laid everything out before me. Spread out like a deck of cards, the past, the present, the future.
Who?
God, who else? I was lying there, about to die. And a sister, just like you, brought me some water in this mug. And I was drinking, and I saw ripples in the water. Little round waves. And heard a whisper. So I drank. And
You heard God in a cup?
in a cup, yes. But that's not the point. I'll show you when we get there.
Look, a water tower. That means the station is behind the windmill.
A station? Why? We're doing fine.
We've only got fuel for a couple of bursts. I won't be able to drag you around with no steam.
Maybe we should go around.
A nun and an officer? Who cares?
But the telegraph poles. The cables are ripped out, though.
And the road. Doesn't look like it's been used lately.
Who the fuck would do this? It's as if they blocked the passage on purpose.
The brake is rusted shut. I have to find something to get rid of the screw.
It won't fucking budge.
Maybe there's something in that shed. miss this smell.
So?
Found a wrench.
Give it to me.
Lord have mercy.
What's that?
Just a dog. Calm down.
I hate them. Hurry up.
Quiet, little doggy. We won't hurt you.
Are you crazy? Run! You know, I would have already fucked you up with my bare hands if I wanted. Well, hand.
Why?
I mean, why the fuck did you throw away the revolver? It would have been useful. I mean, a girl. I would never. Oh, shit.
Tell me something. If you're God's chosen one, why didn't God heal you completely right away?
That's a good question. Here's your answer. Here.
The Kajets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Come on.
I don't understand. So God had enough power only to stop the rotting, but to heal you completely, he needed some kind of tool.
Look, it's not about the tool. A man can't be saved against his will, you see. Basically, look, it has nothing to do with my arm. It's about the path. The path we've been given, and whether to follow it or not, it's up to us.
And what do I have to do with it? So, possessed people are taken to the Kajets.
Everybody is. Do I look possessed to you?
No, not you. All right, let's get out of here.
Hoist me up.
Me hoist you up?
Yes, you. You won't be able to pull me up from up there.
Ilya? Are you alive? Ilya!
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
What's going on?
Piece of shit. Come on, come on.
Of course it wasn't a coincidence, and now Indika realized it too. She had heard about the Kudets and its miracles, but right now, in Spasov, and Ilya, meeting a prisoner who talks to God would not be an everyday occurrence. Also, Indika took a liking to him.
Who, this one? No.
One way or another, there was certainly no doubt that she had to head for Spasov and not the Danilov monastery.
The letter. I cannot neglect my duty. What if there's something important in it?
Open it. See for yourself.
No. Reading someone else's letter is a greater sin than not delivering it.
Greater? How much greater?
Twice as much. I don't know.
Interesting. So, not delivering 2 letters is the same as reading 1. What about stealing? Pocketing a ruble, for example. Is that worse?
Worse.
How much worse?
This is nonsense. You can't compare such things.
Why not? The priest imposes a different penance for different sins, and since you know for sure which is better or worse, there has to be a way of measuring. Then let us say that stealing is 10 times worse than not delivering a letter. What about murder? Let us put that at 1,000 letters. That would mean that if a postman were to lose a sack full of letters, we'd have a murderer. Although, maybe there should be a bulk discount. What about a rapist? A rapist is better than a murderer, right? You are not scared of the sin. You are scared of the letter. Perhaps you should not open it. Do not do it. You don't even have anything to say. The abbess knows you inside out, so everything turned out just as written. Defrocked her? How did that happen? Even if the Kia wasn't up, the Tikhon had knocked her up, but you... First, you got pushed out of your house, and then out of the monastery. And if, by chance, you were to kill someone and go to jail, sooner or later you'd get pushed out of there as well.
Мысли о сохранении всеми капли слезами. Это же такая дело, не вознеси от земли души моей, пока земля. признанный во веки веков. Аминь. Все вызывают госпожа сын твой, получай нас на доброе, же грешный добра. Всегда бегну ты милость, Богой милый мил, ты покайся, злодел. И на ней признай во веки веков. Аминь. Мать Божия.
The abbess.
Веки веков. Аминь. Связанными мне пленницами грехов, сожжем вредными страстями и бедами, к тебе прибегаю спасению, вопию помилуй.
Even if the Kia wasn't after Tikhon had knocked her.
Тогда никто же возьмет помощь нам, тело наше высотит нас тем же, прежде чем конца покасил.
And if, by chance,
Богу моему не смеешь взирать на небо, только молюсь и глаголе дождь, Господи, когда плачу, сидел мой горько, помилуй меня, Боже, помилуй меня, горе мне грешным, плачу всех человек, покаяние есть, Мать Божья, Господи, Христос, моя сила, Господи, Бог, честная церковь, благолепный, Бой, отзывающий, смысл. Каждый, Господи, Бог.
well done, Barbara.
Грешный, Господи Иисусе Христе, Сын Божий, помилуй меня,
Inside out, so everything.
Твоя горько, Господи Иисусе Христе, Сын Божий, помилуй меня, грешный, Господи Иисусе Христе, Сын Божий, помилуй меня, грешный, Господи Иисусе Христе, помилуй меня, грешный, Господи Иисусе Христе, помилуй меня, грешный, Господи Иисусе. Деяния их лукавых.
And it will get returned. Sorry, she's not him. So where now? So many options. Well done, Barbara.
Мысли сохрани все ни капли слез, нет жестокосердия, да не вознеси от земли.
There's no inside out, so everything turned out just as written. Defrocked her. How did that happen?
Господи, тогда никто же возможет помощь нам, тело наше высотит нас тем же, прежде чем конца покасил.
Monastery. And if by chance you were to kill someone and go to jail, sooner or later you'd get pushed out of there as well. Yeah, Daddy's gonna send another postcard for it.
Спасибо, Господи, Бог, честная церковь, благолепный, Бой, отзывающий, смысл чистый, Господи, празднующий, помилуй меня, Боже, помилуй меня, Господи.
So many options. Well done, Barbara.
Грешный, Господи Иисусе Христе, Сын Божий, помилуй меня, грешный.
Turned out just as written.
Делай мысли, сохрани все ни капли слез, нет жестокосердия, да не вознеси от земли души моей, покайся.
Where's the dog?
Good question. I haven't heard it for a while.
Listen, I'll help you get to Spasov.
Somehow, Indika was convinced that the Kudiets was going to solve all of her problems, that soon the voice in her head would disappear, and she would return to the monastery as someone who deserves at least forgiveness, if not everyone's love. She thought that years of suffering had been leading her up to this exact moment.
I figured out what this place is. This is Denisovka, the paint factory. Martha told me about it. She's our iconographer. They make yellow paint in that shed.
Where is everyone?
There was an explosion. They say everyone was evacuated in one day.
Americans, I guess.
Very likely.
Or the English. Where do we go now?
Stairs! There should be a station behind the windmill. We can only pass through the dam.
It's hard to imagine a place more distant from adventure than a convent. The heroine of this story, if it were up to her, would have preferred to stay within its walls. However, destiny had something different in store for her. Open it.
Залезай. Залезай, говорю.
Open it. Open it. Open it. Open it. How did that happen? First, you got pushed out of your house, and then out of the monastery. And if, by chance, you were to kill someone and go to jail, sooner or later you'd get pushed out of there as well. So where now? So many options. Let me tell you about Indika. Who is she, you ask? Well, she's a nun. A rather plain one, if you ask me. She prays a lot, works hard. Really hard. Goodness, she even finds some time to chat with, what do you call it? Chot. Poor girl. Of all the boring places, why do you want to go to heaven?